Terrifying roads you must avoid. When we think about roads, we typically envision smooth highways, scenic routes, and well-maintained streets that connect us to our destinations. However, not all roads are designed with comfort or safety in mind. Some roads are infamous for their treacherous conditions, while others are so remote or dangerous that they invoke fear in even the most seasoned drivers. These roads aren't just challenging to drive on, they can be deadly, unnerving, and downright terrifying. In this video, we're going to explore some of the world's most dangerous and unnerving roads, places you would absolutely not want to drive on, whether it's due to steep inclines, narrow passages, unpredictable weather, or hazardous conditions. These roads are enough to give anyone pause. Let's dive into some of the most notorious roads on Earth, starting with the few that have gained international fame for their life-threatening features. One of the most infamous and feared roads in the world is the North Yungas Road, also known as Death Road, located in Bolivia. This narrow, winding road stretches for about 40 miles 64 km through the Bolivian Andes and connects the capital city of La Paz to the town of Causeway. The road earned its grim nickname due to its high accident rate, with an estimated 300 people losing their lives every year before improvements were made. What makes the North Yungas Road so dangerous isn't just its length but the combination of factors that make it so perilous. The road is often shrouded in mist, making visibility poor. There are frequent landslides, and with no guardrails to keep vehicles from plunging into the abyss below, even the slightest mistake can be fatal. The road's narrow width means that only one vehicle can pass at a time, and if you're driving in the opposite direction, there's little room to maneuver. What's even more unnerving is that drivers are often faced with sheer cliff drops of up to 2,000 feet, which can send shivers down anyone's spine. Though the road has been partially replaced by a safer alternative, North Yungas Road still attracts thrill-seekers, but for the average driver, it's an unforgiving stretch of highway you'd want to avoid at all costs. Another terrifying road to consider is the Guoliang Tunnel Road in China. This road is carved through the side of a mountain and was built by a group of villagers in the 1970s. What makes the Guoliang Tunnel Road particularly horrifying is that it was literally chiseled into the rock face of a mountain, with most of the tunnel only wide enough to allow one vehicle through at a time. The road winds its way through a mountain, creating a dizzying series of turns and drops, and the sheer cliffs on both sides make it a dangerous drive for even the most skilled drivers. Despite its scenic beauty and the incredible feat of engineering that it represents, it's the kind of road that would make even the bravest drivers clutch the steering wheel with white knuckles. Even in the best of weather conditions, there's always a sense of uncertainty on this road. Add rain or fog to the mix, and it becomes a veritable death trap, where even the slightest miscalculation could result in a deadly fall. In the United States, one of the most dangerous roads is the Highway 1 in California, also known as the Pacific Coast Highway. While the road offers some of the most stunning coastal views in the world, it also presents a number of challenges that can make driving here risky. The highway runs along steep cliffs, and many sections have sharp curves and sudden drops. Strong winds, fog, and the potential for rock slides make the Pacific Coast Highway a road you wouldn't want to drive on, especially during inclement weather. The ocean views are breathtaking, but the lack of guardrails and the high cliffs can be a deadly combination for an unwary driver. Over the years, there have been numerous accidents on this highway, particularly in the more isolated stretches, and if you're not paying attention, the consequences could be fatal. Traveling to the Himalayas, you'll encounter another infamous road, the Manali-Leh Highway, also known as the Leh Manali Highway, in India. This road, located at an altitude of over 17,000 feet, connects the towns of Manali and Leh, crossing some of the highest mountain passes in the world. Due to its high elevation and remote location, the highway is open only from June to October, with snow and extreme weather conditions making it impassable for most of the year. What makes this road truly terrifying is its extreme altitude and the sheer danger posed by landslides, rockfalls, and unstable mountain terrain. The road is narrow, with few safety features, and it runs along steep cliffs, making it easy to lose control of your vehicle. Drivers have to deal with unpredictable weather patterns, including sudden snowstorms, and must navigate hairpin bends and steep ascents that make driving here a nerve-wracking experience. Not all dangerous roads are famous worldwide, but some are still incredibly risky to drive on, like the Skipper's Canyon Road in New Zealand. This road is known for its narrow width, precarious cliffs, and lack of guardrails, and it was originally built in the 1800s to service the gold mining industry in the area. The drive is especially nerve-wracking because the road winds along the side of a cliff, with sheer drops of hundreds of feet on one side. The road is so narrow that it can only accommodate one vehicle at a time, so drivers often have to pull off to the side to let others pass. This means that every time you encounter an oncoming car, you have to carefully maneuver to avoid falling off the edge. The winding nature of the road, combined with its steep inclines and declines, means you're never quite sure what's around the next corner. It's a road that demands full concentration, and one mistake could result in a dangerous plunge down into the canyon below. In the Middle East, there's another road that's best avoided, the King Fahd Causeway connecting Bahrain and Saudi Arabia. While it may seem like a straightforward highway, the King Fahd Causeway is notorious for its high winds, especially during the summer months when temperatures soar. The causeway spans over 15 miles and is regularly subjected to sandstorms, which reduce visibility to near zero. The bridge section of the causeway, which stretches over water, can be especially dangerous during these storms. The high winds can push vehicles off course, and the unpredictable nature of the weather can make even experienced drivers nervous. The bridge is built over a wide expanse of water, and the strong crosswinds and occasional flooding make this stretch of road particularly hazardous during the warmer months. In Africa, the N1 highway in South Africa, which connects Johannesburg to Cape Town, is infamous for its high accident rates. While the road itself is well paved and well maintained, it is notorious for being a hotspot for reckless driving and car accidents. The N1 is often heavily congested, particularly during peak travel seasons, and its fast-moving traffic can make navigating it a dangerous endeavor. Adding to the risk is the occasional presence of wildlife, such as antelope or large trucks that create obstacles on the road. Despite the fact that the N1 is a major route and offers access to key cities and attractions, it's a road that many avoid during rush hours, particularly in areas known for high accident rates. For those who love the thrill of off-roading, the Dalton Highway in Alaska presents a unique challenge. Known as one of the most dangerous roads in the United States, the Dalton Highway is a remote and icy stretch of road that runs from Fairbanks to Deadhorse, leading to the Arctic Ocean. The highway is mostly unpaved and experiences extreme weather conditions, including sub-zero temperatures, snowstorms, and high winds. The road is not only treacherous because of its ice-covered surface, but also due to its extreme isolation. Emergency services are far and few between, meaning that drivers are often on their own if something goes wrong. The remoteness of the highway adds an element of danger, as drivers can easily get stranded in the middle of nowhere, facing severe weather and freezing temperatures. As we've seen, some roads are more than just pathways from one place to another. They are treacherous journeys that demand respect, caution, and nerves of steel. Whether it's the dizzying cliffs of Bolivia's Death Road, the hair-raising heights of the Manali-Leh Highway, or the icy isolation of Alaska's Dalton Highway, these roads are not for the faint of heart. While they offer incredible views and unforgettable experiences, they also come with risks that can be life-threatening. So, the next time you're planning a road trip, take a moment to appreciate the safety and comfort of the roads you're on, and maybe reconsider driving on some of these dangerous routes. Stay safe out there, and if you found this video eye-opening, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts on which roads you think are the most terrifying in the world.